So Theo has been battered by Freddie Slater after slowly through the last two episodes, just worming his way back in. Theo in a court situation that was made so Theo could fucking win. A case where no woman could tell anything. The judge was a man. The policeman who was supposed to try save her was a man. Theo's fucking solicitor was a man. And Stacey, not any of the women who've actually gone through this stalking ordeal, was allowed a voice. On the Monday's episode as well, fucking Whitney going through, let's adopt. Let's talk about the time you were taken advantage of and sexually abused as a minor. Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't adopt, but I am saying that this may affect the kids that you deal with. So fuck you, you're not allowed to have a kid. You're not allowed to adopt because you were taken advantage of and sexually abused as a child. Oh, and throughout a lot of Tuesday's episode, that being today, obviously our reactions were just premiered on the channel. Well, we just slowly saw Theo just start to talk away all the actions and people started to believe him. Yeah, well, clearly there's no court order. You can go back to school. It's fine. It's not fucking fine. Oh, Jesus. Obviously, sorry to just cut you off entirely, but obviously these two episodes are made to make you angry. They're made to make you furious. Because look, it's two women who have been completely abused and just taken advantage of. And yet they aren't actually allowed to get any of the justice for it. Oh.
Technically three. Because little Mo, in brackets a little Mo, but Freddie Slater, so it's technically three, 2 women, 1 man.
Yeah.
Because we see either throughout Monday's or Tuesday's episode, a woman basically just not backwards,
just fell backwards into Freddie.
Fell backwards, and Freddie clearly grabbed the waist. He didn't grab the bum, and she was like, "You touched my arse."
I mean, she allowed to react very like, well, "You fucking touched me." What the fuck? It was probably a bit much, but ultimately, I'm not going to tell someone if that's how they feel.
Yeah, and then we fucking seen Dwayne.
It escalated a lot from there.
We seen Dwayne the steroid Johnson fucking walk in. This man must be on the rides. Like, you know the way we always say the Rock's on rides? This man walking, fucking no neck. He looked like a Goomba was it a Goomba from the original Super Mario Bros. Movie? Small head, big arms. Like, Jesus. If this man come over to me and started saying, you touched my woman, I'd laugh in his face. I would laugh in his face. I'd be like, I can't take you seriously, little man. I cannot take you seriously. You are a fucking funny man, but I can't take you seriously. But yeah, we see throughout the episode, we always get the hints that Freddy's going to do something. So basically what happens is, throughout the episode, we see Lily and Stacey's side of Theo, where Theo's like, I won. Nothing you can do. You want to do it? Come on. Can't touch me. Do. Can't touch me. Basically, he thinks Stacey's in love with him. But he's not, but she's obviously not. Why would she go to court? So throughout the episode, we also see Freddy's side, where people are accusing him of sexually assaulting a woman, even though he didn't. And then this all escalates because
I suppose this is also that Freddie went to go see Graham and is obviously quite riled up and quite angry. So obviously Freddie's like, I want you to fucking say it. Because, you're never going to get closure in that situation. You're never going to get closure if you've been sexually assaulted because simply the system's not there to really do justice by it. Like, yeah, sure, they may go to prison, but that doesn't, and that barely ever happens because even getting to that point of actually going to the police, at that point, it's knowing people who have been assaulted and in these circumstances, it's the amount of emotional and genuine psychological damage and trauma that comes from a lot of these situations. Yeah, sure, you may have technically, they may have gotten justice, but you still have to deal with everything changing now.
Just to add on to this, we see Eve tell Freddie, yeah, that wasn't Graham Foster, that was Theo Foster Graham. I should have said
Yeah,
Graham.
Theo's phone.
Yeah, it was Graham Theo Hawthorne Foster. Basically Theo pretending to be Graham because he also pretended to be
Eve's twin
Ava,
sister.
Ava or whatever her name was,
I think it's
Unwin,
Erica.
Erica Unwin, and Bradley Branning. Now, all I'm saying is right. I'm not saying he should have put the work in, but if you're gonna create a fake account of a dead sister and a dead ex-boyfriend or husband, I forget what Bradley was, I would at least go out of the way and get the pictures of them, not just be burner accounts. If you're going to go the full hog, fucking get real photos. Um, like if I was going to, if Ash's dog died, I'm probably just going to set up a fake account pretend to be his dog and not use a profile picture. Fucking noob. Um, but yeah, this all culminates, whatever the word is. Um,
Culminates.
culminates at the end of the episode where Theo doesn't break in because they always said he didn't break in. The window was opened. The
Yeah.
window was open, ladies and gentlemen. This is where all the fuckboys in the comments come in. And I'll basically explain why in a minute. This is where all these what's the word? In social men or whatever they're called, unsocial men come in and state their right opinion, their fucking correct opinion. But I'll get to that in a minute. Basically, he jumps through the window. I don't know how he didn't make noise because I'd assume there's cutlery on the
Well,
counter.
yeah, but I don't know. Stacey was in the living room having
Yeah,
some
yeah,
wine and
but
a
you
pizza
still
and a movie.
I know you're watching a movie, but your door is still open. If I try to break in through your kitchen window and you're in the sitting room, you're not gonna hear just everything breaking.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Like that's the one error I had. Like surely she should
I
be
mean,
like
I wouldn't. I mean, Theo's clearly done stuff like this before, right?
probably.
Like, he's not dumb enough to just break into the fucking door. Like, he does whatever he does to try avoid arousing suspicion. So
Yeah, and basically now, so Stacey, Ashley even pointed out it's a great horror film where Stacey literally looks to the window like,
like,
oh,
it shuts
the
the
summer.
door, fucking shuts the door, turns it like, and then you fucking see Theo emerge like he's fucking Michael Myers. Just do. So they even had the horror movie Sting. They obviously didn't have the Michael Myers noise because that would have been too hammy. But like they genuinely had the do. It's like he fucking moves in frame. It's like holy shit.
So yeah, obviously then Theo grabs Stacy, pins her to the ground, pins her to the ground, covers her mouth like that, and then basically says, you're gonna love me." He's gonna pump 50 Shades of unconsensual love into her, and basically Freddie
Yeah,
walks
it's
in.
for
Freddie walks in, and then somehow Stacy gets off the floor.
well,
If I was
because Freddy ups her up.
Well, see what I do is I'd open the front door and then the Randy Orton punt kick, just punt him right in the face. That's what I do. But that's just me. I'd get steel toe cat boots, fucking really fuck him up. And then basically Theo and Fred, like Theo goes, Freddie, it's a misunderstanding. You don't understand,
Yeah,
Freddie.
like
It's a
Freddy
misunderstanding.
walks in, throws him off, like you're. And Freddy's like, "You're disgusting. You're sick." And he's like, "Yeah, it's a misunderstanding." Immediate
And,
punch. Theo joins in with a punch as well. Like he punches back, and then like he goes to go back to Stacy. But then obviously the iron, which most famously when Little Mo fights back against Trevor, fucking smacks him with an iron. Freddy grabs an iron, fucking twats him on the back of the head, and then just beats the shit out of him.
See, this is where I feel like most people are going to be divided, and I know people are going to go, "Why will people be divided?" Because we live on the internet. Literally,
I mean,
if you say you like sausages on bread, the people are going to be like fucking divided.
I
Like
mean,
my
the
here's
online
where
discourse of the internet is it's very, and we're currently at a time where you have like the fucking you have the toxic masculinity bleeding back in, as you have all the like fucking grifters, like be a man, fuck women, just treat them, it's going back to a
jump
lot of
on.
those like awful like old fucking sayings like, oh yeah, just fucking treat them mean, you act like you're someone, and then they'll want you. And it's all this like, there's a lot of very anti-women discourse going around. And there will surely be a lot of people who will say that Stacey did deserve nearly being raped.
But my thoughts is exactly like that because for some reason, there's a quote that I always say: "If you don't learn from history, they're doomed to repeat it." And we're currently seeing that in the media because little would you believe it that in 2023 another minority group is getting targeted at, and would you believe in 2023 we're seeing all these old fuckers and young fuckers coming up going, you know, these femboys, yeah, they're not real men. You're like, guys, they're much the man as you are. A real man fights for his country. He goes out to Vietnam. He fights for his country. He shoots a child in the head because he held a 16-ounce rifle. That's a real man. A real man is not some man who does a quirky dance on a podcast. A real man fights for his country. A real man slaps a woman. A real man gives the woman an L12 uni flute. That's a real man. It's not. If you want my opinion, a real man is just a respectable person who understands the boundaries. If you try to act on hardy, you're not being yourself. Just try and be yourself. But my problem with this is I will definitely check the comments when this comes out at about 8 o'clock, and I'll probably send them to Ash, and I'll look at the comments because EastEnders always post the duff up, and
Yeah.
I will definitely see the comments where they'll be like, yeah, Stacey deserved that. Stacey deserved it. And you're like, no, no
These
one.
episodes were made to get you angry. Because I'm fucking furious at these episodes because it is just, look at this. Here's the woman who's actually going through all the trauma. But now here's the man who's managing to get away with doing it and just completely untouched by it. Has the fucking gall to go around to everybody surrounding her and be like, well, I fucking won, so you need to shut the fuck up. And it's like, no. Like, you know, like even the wording, like when like Stacey's told to smile. You know, this is like scathing fucking wording because, you know, it's a lot of shit that does get told. Oh, you're uncomfortable? Well, just smile and get through it, okay? There's no fucking problem here. We're not gonna, like, actually confront what's been going on. Just smile. Like, and even the fucking... It's... Oh... it's really upsetting shit. Because so many women are put in positions like this and get the same treatment and have to deal with this. Alright, not every woman in this situation is going to have a Stacey Slater to come on in and fucking... Like, you know, even at the end, she had to be saved by a man. And that's the fucking awful thing. Like,
I guess you could say that's the irony.
Like, it's just fucking... It's miserable. It's awful. It's upsetting. It's terrible. And, like, now, I bet even to ramp it up, fucking, well, Freddy's gonna either get sent to prison for a little bit or have to go on the run because Theo will be like, he attacked me, it was unprovoked. And it's like, it's not unprovoked, you fucker.
Like, again, I know people are always going to make the comments like, but this also happens to the men. Yes, but this year is clearly about the women. Like, you men will get your time in the sunshine. Like, you've literally got your time. You had Stacey Slater doing it. So if you say you didn't get your time in the sunshine, you fucking did. Was it as big as Stacey's? No. But again,
I mean, who's been getting all of the largest storylines every single year? You know.
Exactly. This does happen to both men and women, and there is no need to have tribalism over this. Yeah. For some fucking reason, everyone has tribalism over everything. Do you like mint ice cream? There'll be tribalism over that. Do you like fucking strawberries? Tribalism over that. Do you like buzz cuts? Tribalism over that. Do you like this podcast? There'll be tribalism over that. Do you fucking agree with Theo? Well, there'll be tribalism over that. Like, this literally, like, people will go, this does not happen. This does happen online. But the best thing is most people stay away from it, and people like me somehow dive into the deep end, and then complain to Ash, and Ash like,
please,
fifth one today. But again, like, you have to feel sorry in the end. I know people are going to go, it's a show, but you have to feel sorry because this does happen in real life. And yes, there's one out of 5 person who just wants to fucking ruin someone's life and makes a false claim. It does happen. That happens as well. But there's
in
a difference.
In this circumstance, this is the story that's been presented, right?
Yeah.
Theo has been stalking Stacey and has been stalking her for years. He genuinely went, I didn't want it to come to this, as if he's prepared. He's mentally like, well, I guess it's time to just rape her. And it's like, what the fuck? This should not be allowed. It's like, and the fact that gets me the most, because obviously these episodes were meant to rile people up because it's a fucking criminal thing that Theo's allowed to just get away with this. The fact that the judge went, actually, it's a waste of police time, and it's like, no, come on, how are you not seeing this for what it is? But instead, all the fucking solicitor had to say was, well, she's a promiscuous woman. She's a sex worker. She's had about 7 kids with 15 different dads. And like, it's completely reducing all of Stacey's suffering to nothing. Because she had to fight to put food on a kid's table. You know. Maybe she's not been the most successful in love. But, you know, like, it's fucking really good, though. They were really good episodes. Like,
they were.
It's the plight of Freddie realizing that, like, he's genuinely thinking that maybe he's like Graham. And it's like, he's not like Graham. He's not. You know, Freddie actually fucking thinks about this stuff. Most people never think about this stuff, you know? Like.
Again, I know people want to go, but what's your thoughts on the episode? I can't really give my thoughts on the episode. I can't really go, I'm getting the 5. Like, no.
It's a very serious thing, right?
Yeah, it is a serious thing. I know I'll do the old joke, but I try and do humor in a way that does not try to offend.
Yeah, it's a bit of a coping mechanism as well.
Like,
make a
if
joke,
if people are offended by me, just know that I'm just taking the piss out of all these incels who think they know everything. Like, we don't know anything. We just know this happens on a regular basis to people. There's probably one happening right now as we're speaking. Again, people are going to go, how is that possible? Time zones, brother. Time zones.
I don't know, but these 2 episodes have been really fantastic, though. They've been really good. It's blended tragedy with a lot of injustice, and it's kind of, you know, resulted in the near attack of Stacey. Like, it's genuinely I'd put in the Tuesday episode probably one of the best episodes of the year, because, you know, bad shit like this happens all the time, and we've seen this unfold on the show with Stacey. And this, you know, Stacey, it's not like this hasn't happened to Stacey before. Stacey was raped in like 2009 by Archie. Right, this would absolutely ruin her completely. Be back from square one again. Fuck, man. Really fantastic episodes, but absolutely miserable to actually think about all this stuff. But if you are in the like category who actually like did also get very riled up, got very angry, well, you know, that's the writing doing its job. This is how we're supposed to feel. We're supposed to feel angry at how much injustice this has been. And to all of the people who acted in this, you know, people say Freddie Slater is just a comedy actor. His bits in this episode have been tremendous. He has carried a man with a whole load of guilt on his shoulder, but for something he hasn't even done. You know, like the torment of trying to deal with the fact that, you know, you were born out of rape. Like, your birth wasn't really a happy one, because ultimately it's a reminder of the tragic event that happened to his mother. Like, fucking hell, man.
Just my thoughts is, again, I know people can go, why are you shouting out the actor? William Ellis, I don't know how to word this, but he's a great villain. Like, William Ellis plays a great villain. Not many villains have convinced me he would be like that in real life. I'm not, and by all means, I don't mean that William Ellis is a stalker in real life. I just mean, like, he plays a great stalker that makes you think it's real life.
Convincing.
Yeah, he's very
done
convincing.
A very convincing job of playing the role. Like, you can tell that in his mind, he does believe that, like, they are in a relationship, you know?
Yeah, and also, like, William Ellis is a lovely person in real life, from what I've heard. He does a lot of charity work. So it's so weird seeing a guy who does charity work just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll be a villain. Why not? And I'm like, if I was a charity worker, I'd be like, guys, my public image, come on.
Yeah, but, like, I suppose the key points is obviously these 2 episodes were supposed to get you angry, right? Nobody can watch these episodes. You know, you might feel like triumphant because, like, yeah, fucking Freddy's in. You know, he's avoided the fucking worst possible thing. But I think the worst part is either Theo starts trying to press charges on Freddy for attacking him, which, you know, not gonna be the most fun, or, you know, Theo disappears.
And reappears at Christmas.
There's a chance. But yeah, I suppose, and just, like, hopefully we've covered this with the, like, seriousness that it needs and demands, as, like we've tried to get across, it's a very serious thing, you know? Like, I've known people who have been sexually assaulted, I know people who have dealt with this kind of stuff, and it's, you know, it's a despicable act that should be treated as such. But fundamentally, the actors, the actresses, all the writers, all the directors, they've done a fantastic job at showing the injustice that has led up to this moment. And I wasn't expecting it to suddenly get as good and as strong as it has become. And, you know, the fact that they gave it the necessary time that it needed, you know, they allowed it to happen, like, credits to the EastEnders team for this episode, as it was genuinely very good.
And I don't know if we'll have helplines in the comments. We should. We'll get a UK and Ireland one.
Yeah.
I know people are going to go, what with the rest of the world? This is a UK and Irish channel.
But, you know,
so
this is just, it is, you know, and I'm sure these episodes could be quite triggering to anybody who's been through similar. So, yes, we will put some helplines in the description. You know, it's okay to call someone. It's okay to talk about it. So
we're here. If you ever, well, I'm not going to leak our Discords out personally because I don't want fucking spam emails spam bots coming my way. But you know,
yeah, I'll deal with enough from Piggy. There we are. It's a light joke there.
These are the words from Aqua Dreams, not Piggy Wiggy. I'm a nice guy in real life. I don't spam anyone. I'm innocent. I'm like Theo Hawthorne.
Joke.
Not a joke.
Thank you for watching this video, and I do look forward to reading the comment section to see how people have found this episode. And I truly I hope we've cultivated a community that doesn't go, Theo is in the right, because that'll be absolutely soul crushing, and the channel will fucking die. We'll burn it all to the fucking ground if this is what we've created. No, but yes, I finally, just to say, I do hope that we've covered this in a very serious and mature way, and I hope that nothing we've said has been, like, possibly upsetting or triggering or any of the above. But, you know, it's a very strong, powerful set of episodes, so we had to cover it in this way to actually try give out the full story and make sure we don't, like, say anything stupid or say anything moronic, you know. But yeah, there we are. I've been Ash from watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
I don't really know if I want to do the socials on this one because it would feel a bit weird to plug what we're plugging. So I guess we'll just, you know, if you feel alone, you know, I know people going, it's not about suicide, but if you feel alone, you know, you feel assaulted, just call someone, call your friend, maybe don't call your parents because parents can be like,
just reach out.
Yeah.
As
but don't really
people
do
who
your
truly
parents.
care about you will be there and will help you through it.
Yeah, and again, if you were upset by any of my comments, because it probably was my comments, not Ash's, Ash an innocent boy, I'm sorry. I just tried to make light humour in a very dark situation because, well, I don't want to sit here and be miserable for the next 20 minutes. I want to try and uplift everyone. I don't want everyone just to be like, guys, we're sad, so you know what, we're going to produce a sad video, so you're all sad. We'll play My Heart Will Go On instrumental while we talk about a very serious topic. Like, no, I try and be uplifting, so if people don't really like that, I'm sorry, but I want at least one of us to try and see the no, I don't want to say the positives for this one, but try and see
Well,
the
just
light
to
side.
just to be a slightly more comforting aspect rather than
Yeah,
because I'm quite angry after watching these episodes. I'm quite sour. I'm quite in a bad mood because simply it's we've all somewhat dealt with things similar to this, so it kind of brings up some slightly dodgy feelings. But yes.
and
Mhm.
just to end it off, Ash already did his outro, so my outro is, if you're gonna be a fucking idiot in the comments, please don't be in our comments being a fucking idiot. Go to someone else's comment section, because I don't want to get about 500 emails from the watching Walford Gmail saying George has commented, but actually Theo is correct, because if you look at the stance that he does on this woman, you know that posture. That just means the woman wants it. Like, dude, you're fighting an uphill battle with a guy with no arms.
Read the
Like,
room, essentially, is the
yeah.
message. Read the room.
But if you're being nice, we will respond. But if you're being an idiot, we'll just dislike you and report your channel. We won't report
No,
your
yeah,
channel.
not
That would be a
report the
bit too
channel,
far.
just.
Yeah. But it's a threat. It's a threat. We'll report your channel. We won't actually, but it's a threat. But yeah, that's all I want to say. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.
So yeah.